IVM.
Hello, welcome back to IVM Likes, all 300 of you. I'm your host Zalak, and in this episode, I think you're going to miss Antariksh a bit because he's unwell, apparently. Last week we talked about COVID, and this week COVID caught up to him. So he's not going to be in this episode, but I'm joined by my fellow producers, Surohini, Sumit, and Saurabh. Hello, how are you guys?
Hello.
Whoa, I just realized we have names from S. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
How are you guys
Hello.
doing? Yeah.
Good,
That's
good.
it.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm good too.
All the
Very
way to
good.
Z.
So in this episode, we are going to talk about our different schooling experiences. We have everybody from SSC board, ICSE board, IB board, CBSE. We have a mix of all these boards. And we're just going to quickly talk about what are the differences, what we felt was contrasting in all of our schooling experiences and more. So we'll be right back after this quick short break.
$100. That's all it takes to begin your journey with Bitcoin and Ethereum. No, really. With CoinSwitch, you can start investing in over 100 cryptocurrencies with just 100 rupees. On top of that, there are zero charges for deposits and withdrawals, so you can trade, buy, sell, however and whenever you want. All of this, plus their extremely intuitive interface, makes CoinSwitch the perfect app for beginners in the crypto space. But don't take my word for it. Just download CoinSwitch for free and try it out for yourself. If you'd like more information on cryptocurrencies, tune into a show about crypto with me, Rohan Joshi, my new adventure on IVM podcasts. CoinSwitch, kuch to badlega.
And we're back. So I think we should talk about where we did our schooling from first. Just introduce a bit what our schooling was like, which board we came from. Sumit, do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. I am basically from Nagpur, and Nagpur has a school called Dinanath High School. Okay, it's a it's a Bengali
Bollywood?
school. I don't know.
Dinanath.
Dinanath sounds very heavy for the schooling,
course.
and that too, wo uniform mein likhna Dinanath was a major challenge. But still we pulled it off that time. So it's a Bengali Education Society school, and pretty chill school. आराम से बड़ा ग्राउंड है, एवरीथिंग इज देयर, एसएससी बोर्ड, एंड टीचर्स आर लेस केयर्ड. कुछ है जो ज्यादा केयर करते थे और फिर मतलब मारते थे लोगों को, बच्चों को. बट या इट्स अ फन मिक्स स्कूल काइंड ऑफ. स्पोर्ट्स वाला बहुत था, मतलब फुटबॉल में काफी आगे, तो एकदम ऐसा दिल के पास है फुटबॉल.
Nice.
Yeah.
Saurabh?
Yeah, so I did my schooling from this school called Rukmani Birla Modern High School, and I used to tell my relatives when they used to ask, "Kaun si school mein padhte ho?" So I used to be like, "It's a school by Birla." So they used to be like, "Oh, okay, that's good." My school was also like, I was from CBSE board. It was also like very sports oriented, except that we used to lose every match. So that's how it was. Yeah.
Oh, so which board were you in?
It was CBSE.
Yeah, and then you also studied in ICSE for a bit?
Yeah, so like till 8th grade, I was in ICSE at this school called Children's Academy, and then I shifted to CBSE board after
For
my
2
8th grade.
years.
Yeah, of like
Wow.
4 years. Yeah.
What a mix.
Nice.
Surohini?
Hey, yo, what's up? So I did my schooling from Jaipur. Same as Saurabh. My school name was Step by Step for some time, and after it got sued, it changed to Jayashree Periwar High School.
What?
Step by
What is this story? Yeah, what is step by step?
First,
And it got
step by
sued.
step. What a classic. क्या स्कूल का बेस्ट नाम है यार वो, स्टेप बाय स्टेप.
Exactly. Like, come on.
उनको टारगेट मार्केटिंग करने का जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ा.
जरूरत ही नहीं है.
ऑन पॉइंट.
On
Sir,
point,
naam hi
step
काफी
by
है.
step, like from first to 12th, it's step by step.
Wow.
So
Was it ICSE, CBSE?
no. So it was a mix of IB and CBSE. We had both boards actually
Oh, okay.
in one school. We had IB also and we had CBSE. So till a point of time, I did IB board and then I shifted to CBSE board for my 11th and 12th. Yeah, my school was a pretty, how do I say it? Pretty expensive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
We
expensive.
got to know the deed.
Yeah. And we were actually really high on all the extracurricular activities. We
Okay, you
were
had me when you said we were so high.
really high on.
We were really high. You had me there. Like
High on
महंगा स्कूल है और high है. क्या चाहिए?
activities, extracurricular
Okay,
activities, right? Get it? So yeah, we were like really like our school was very serious on like very strict on every student for in order to have extracurricular activities in the like either sports, dance, music, debate, MUNs, anything that is possibly done in your school life. So yeah, that's my
Like I
school.
remember,
Okay,
like
first-
we used to have like these sports matches with step by step, and I remember we lost a lot.
Oh.
You are rivals.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. I think
Yeah.
by the end of the podcast, I think Sumit and I need to decide which school was better or which one of you were better.
Yeah.
No, but what they did then, they changed it to Jayashree Periwal. So we got a lot of things to
Okay, that like,
God.
why?
Yeah, I need to know the story of
Yeah,
this
so
team.
basically what happened is there is a school. So what happened was there's a school in Noida with same name, Step by Step, but because it started way back than us, it got an upper hand, and
Oh.
we lost a battle against them for
Imagine the
Bad.
court
we lost a
situation.
name
Okay?
against
Exactly.
them.
Just imagine the court situation कि यहाँ पे एक नोएडा वाला खड़ा है, यहाँ पे एक जयपुर वाला खड़ा है. सर, स्टेप बाय स्टेप मैंने पहले रखा था. मैं पहले स्टेप बाय स्टेप लिया था सर.
So
First of all, I can't believe there's a school named Step by Step, and there's another school, and they went into
How
court for the
original.
name. What is this?
and
yeah,
Jaipur schools.
we went on a name war and we lost, and then we
Oh
had
my
to name
God.
it on the founder of the schools. That's Jayashree Periwal. So yeah, that's I mean, I get it. We had to rename it, but from Step by Step, we just like
Okay, I have a question over
I don't
here.
get the transition at all.
I have a question over here for all. Do you guys judge the school by their uniform?
Yeah.
Have you like?
I judge my school only on its uniform.
Yeah, mine was.
We
called
got judged because of our uniform.
Why? Was it good or
Yeah,
bad?
It's
it
too
was
good.
good. It was too good.
Was it?
Really?
Yeah.
What were you wearing? Like cape or something?
No, we had t-shirt, jeans,
Huh? Jeans.
shoes,
Karan Johar school.
like
What?
jeans in the sense
Nice.
ki pants like denim pants.
Oh,
Denim pants.
Yeah, and so it was also sponsored by Adidas. So my
Shut up.
was Adidas
What?
sponsored.
What are these schools?
I feel shame now. I
What
mean,
thing?
हम लोग क्या कर रहे थे?
Yeah, I could have used your uniform to pay my school fee. You know that.
Yeah. So, but if you guys go and just like write Jayashree Periwal International School, you'll see that it's like Disney World. The infrastructure is like a Disney World. It's a white castle.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I don't want to say anything.
I really want to know more. This is more like a dream school.
जादू वादू सिखाते थे क्या उधर?
जादू वादू का पता नहीं यार, पैसे बहुत कमाते थे.
So I think this is also a stereotype with all ICSE schools, right? They're
It is.
always expensive fees-wise, and second, they always give a lot of importance to extracurriculars, which is completely opposite when it comes to us SSC boards.
Yeah, totally. CBSE was
I don't know where CBSE stands. It's like in a gray area, I think.
it's so basically I feel CBSE is more like when you transfer to CBSE, you tend to start losing your extracurricular activities. Like you don't really have time. Like the syllabus only cuts it off. No, for example, if you have computers till 8th grade and in 9th or 10th or 11th, let's say 9th or 10th, let's say you're in CBSE, you won't have computer class or any other class, even sports period for that matter. So yeah,
Wow.
like CBSE gradually cuts extracurricular activities from its syllabus. I don't know about now, but
Mhm.
it used to do it in my time.
Did you have
That
the
is
same
not-
experience, Saurabh?
Long, like before, guys, my time was in 2016.
Oh, today I realized 2016 is 6 years back.
Yeah.
6 years ago. I freaked out for a second.
Yeah, not that long, just saying.
Saurabh, you had the same experience?
Mine was even further back. I think I passed out from my school in 2014. So
Same. Even I passed out from SSC 2014.
Dude,
Huh.
I
How?
feel very old now.
I'm sorry,
20
how? But Zalak, you're like
2014, I gave my 10th basically. 2016, I
10th,
passed
right.
from 12.
okay,
So
when did
you
you
did
pass
your
out? Oh,
you passed out from 12th in 2014?
Yeah, 2014,
Acha.
yes.
Okay.
The format was pretty much similar, like, but I feel that there were like more number of tests, this test, that test in CBSE. Like ICSE was much more simpler in that sense. Like there was a quite a good mix of sports, some practical stuff, and studies. But when I came to CBSE, it was like, okay, now this is the test, now that is the test, now test, and more tests. So that was one thing that I did not like. However, like when I had that transition, I feel that it slightly became easier for me in terms of academics, I think. So yeah, it's more or less the same, but I think CBSE becomes more academic oriented after a point. So yeah.
But okay, this is a question to both of you. Okay, Surohini, Saurabh, what would you prefer, CBSE or ICSE? IB for Surohini.
I've been following up with the CBSE changes that happened recently. These guys actually promoting more subjects now, and people can now choose subjects in the sense coding. More specific subjects are being introduced, but the system of I would say the testing system still hasn't changed, as Saurabh said. It's been the same since a very long time. So I would say I would prefer IB for now over CBSE. Yeah.
Saurabh?
For me, it was like if I would have been in international board like ICSE, so like in terms of academics, I think it's a little more advanced as compared to CBSE. So if I was in ICSE, मैं engineer बन चुका होता अभी तक. So I would, yeah,
yeah,
the kind of physics and biology and stuff like that we were taught, it was just too much, I think, for me to handle. So I'm glad that I'm not in ICSE, because I wouldn't want to be an engineer for sure.
But then I think I don't know about ICSE, but in IB you had a chance to choose the level of that subject. Basically, if you're choosing math, you can choose the beginner, you can choose the advanced, and there were like level of math.
I think it's
English.
less of IB and it's more about Jayashree Periwal.
No, it's the board. It's not the school. That school can't make a board, right? It's like if India make और भी schools है जिसमें ये board है. In fact, Jaipur में 3 schools now this have 3 schools now have this board. So you can choose like levels of subject, and you can really see in which you want to major, in which you want to minor.
Okay.
Which is exactly what you do when you choose a college.
Right.
What you do when you go to a college.
Right.
So isn't it beneficial to have it beforehand, and you can then easily choose whatever you want to do in college? Because I have seen people really struggling in college because of that.
I would definitely say so. Like I think Sumit and I should talk about SSC exam situation.
Yeah.
Okay, when Surohini was mentioning कि हमारे यहाँ पे coding सिखाते थे ये वो, I was imagining myself sitting in a computer lab and doing paint. हम लोग के टाइम paint and games.
अरे मैंने भी किया है पेंट यार, ऐसा नहीं है, बट हाँ
ये स्कूल में चल रहा है. तुम घर पे की होगी, ये स्कूल में चल रहा है.
उसमें तो फोटोशॉप चलता था.
फोटोशॉप,
हमको नहीं था स्कूल में.
इंटरनेट, जिस कंप्यूटर में जिसको इंटरनेट मिल गया ना, अरे मस्त मजा आ गया. वो उसके आसपास में ज्यादा लोग बैठेंगे. वो ऐसा बैठता था, क्या सर्च करना है, गाने. ये एसएससी का हाल है.
Yeah, and when it comes to exams, there's a time briefly when my school was experimenting or something. So I think for a year in our school we had open book tests. Textbook बाजू में रखो and write your exams.
That was in CBSE.
Yeah, I think that was in 6th grade or something. I think I remember I gave an open book test in 6th grade for the very first time.
I don't know, मेरे स्कूल में किसी को पता नहीं था ओपन बुक टेस्ट है कि नहीं, लेकिन वो स्टिल बुक लेके बैठते थे.
Hey, interestingly, I found that open book test more difficult than regular test, because where do I find the answers? Yeah,
and how quick
it's easier.
How quick you need to be, like for without open book test you exactly know कि हाँ ये आता है, ये नहीं आता है. Open book test में तो option ही नहीं है ये नहीं आने का.
So basically the open book test was a scam, क्योंकि to sit in an open book test you have to read the book first.
Yes,
know where the answer.
Correct.
हमारे यहाँ पे वो काम टीचर करते थे, सिर्फ रीड करते थे. क्लासरूम में आके चलो बच्चों आज पेज 167 निकाले और आज पढ़ना चलो.
I think the teaching styles were more or less the same in every board. I don't think so.
Different.
Teaching style change.
I don't think so.
Because,
मतलब I don't know
yeah.
about CBSE, ICSE. अब यार इतना मतलब नाम है और इतना सब मतलब करिकुलम सेट है उसका, तो आई थिंक पढ़ाना भी उनका थोड़ा स्ट्रिक्ट तो रहता ही होगा कंपेयर टू
नहीं यार,
SSC.
आई थिंक टीचिंग स्टाइल तो लाइक सेम था, लाइक सारे लाइक जहां तक मेरे को मैंने मेरी स्कूल लाइफ में सारी टीचर्स आके बुक ही खुलवाती, देयर इज नथिंग
But,
एल्स दैट यू कुड डू.
नहीं तो अपने को थोड़ी ना एकदम ईशान अवस्थी जैसा टीचर नहीं, सॉरी वो तो स्टूडेंट था. आमिर खान जैसा टीचर मिला के आके बुक बंद करके फिर पढ़ाएगा, वैसा इतने फॉर्चुनेट नहीं है अपन लोग.
But
Maybe-
I thought IB and ICSE or all these boards, they were made to teach stuff in a way that students understand and don't ratify. Because in our school, the SSC board, ratifying was given a lot of importance. And my best friend, like
That's
growing up,
true.
my best friend was an ICSE board. And like I've known her all my life. And I know her schooling experience was very different than mine because they were made to understand things and make
That's
them,
true.
the teachers
Yeah.
made the students use their brains basically to answer stuff,
Yeah.
which was
No,
not the case
absolutely.
here.
Which is also the case in CBSE ki CBSE mein it's ratify. It's
Okay.
never somebody explaining you something like subjects like BST and subjects like
What is
what
BSc?
are
business studies.
business studies.
ओह,
We did not have business.
हम लोग को
What?
इकोनॉमिक्स था
Yeah,
प्लेन.
we had economics.
खत्म.
So the 12th में like commerce stream में if you go to
अच्छा,
accounts,
12th का
business
बात कर रही
studies,
है.
हाँ हाँ
मैं
हाँ,
बिफोर
see.
10th में था.
हाँ, same.
Before 10th नहीं, 12th में तो उसमें तो like उसमें भी like आपको रटोफाई करना पड़ता है. You don't have to like मतलब आप I don't think so मैंने कभी कोई practical subject पढ़ा होगा CBSE में या
think,
उसको समझा होगा practically.
In what one thing I found common in ICSE and CBSE is the whole ratify concept. Probably it was just a thing with my ICSE school, but I think in both the schools we were made to mug up things. So for example, our English literature teacher in ICSE board and CBSE board similarly used to write answers of the questions on the board or dictate it to us so that we can write it down. Now who would make you like dictate your literature answers? It is
What's a dictation यार?
Yeah. like
उसने डेड पोएट सोसाइटी नहीं देखा था शायद.
ओरे.
you're supposed to think in that class, right? Like what did Sujata do in the on falana days? So like you have to think, really think about it, and not just somebody has to tell me. Yeah.
I think the most memorable content in a textbook that I ever had was my 5th standard Marathi textbook. The first poem itself, the first thing in the textbook, when you open it was a 3-line poem, which I still remember to date because it's the funniest thing I've ever read. The poem goes like this: Bug, bug, ghar bug, I ghar bug. This is the poem. Sumit, do you remember this?
I'm starting to recall.
Oh my god. And I'll tell you the translation. Bug bug means look, mom, look at the house. This is the poem.
I am thinking in
Why?
Hindi. I'm like bug
Bug,
bug
bug.
I'm like this is like an office poem.
यार बचपन बहुत इनोसेंट था. तुम लोग
what are
खराब
you
कर रहे हो
doing?
पता है.
यार कुछ भी सिखा दिया ना ये तो
ये
क्या
में
ही
कुछ
है.
भी
हम
सिखाया
क्या
है.
सीखने वाले हैं इसमें? तो ये एग्जाम में भी हम क्या लिखेंगे इसमें? हमको आते थे क्वेश्चन, ये पोएम पे क्वेश्चन
बग बग घर
लिखो.
बग.
You know what's the worst सब्जेक्ट जो स्कूल में बिल्कुल मतलब बिल्कुल ऐसा लगता था कि उस पे मतलब दैट इज इम्पोर्टेंट, बट स्कूल पे सबसे वाहिया टीचर वही सब्जेक्ट को मिलता था. दैट वाज मैथ्स. आई फील क्योंकि मैथ्स के लिए हर बार तुमको ट्यूशन बाहर लगाना ही पड़ता था. आउट ऑफ मतलब तुम कोई भी बोर्ड के हो, डजंट मैटर, एक ट्यूशन के लिए कहीं पे आना ही पड़ेगा तुमको.
That's true.
After getting out of school, and I think after 12th standard, basically I realized, or like during my 12th standard, I realized I really liked history. I like maths. I like geography and all of this. I like the
That's what-
subjects as a whole, but the way they've been taught to me or the way they've been told me to learn this because it's going to come in your exam was the only flaw that I found in the system. Because अगर तुम मुझे ये stories ऐसे बताते, I would give my heart and soul to learn this.
Exactly. History, geography, these
Yeah.
guys, sorry. These subjects are general knowledge.
So fucking interesting.
स्टेप
So
बाय स्टेप में
interesting.
इंसान था पूरा ज्योग्राफी. वो आके मिलता था सुरोहिनी को.
I wish. इजी होता याद करने के लिए ना. पास हो जाती
ज्योग्राफी
बच्चे से.
सेशन जो होता था, ज्योग्राफी क्लास स्पेस से कंडक्ट की जाती थी. वहां से दिखाई जाती थी.
सैटेलाइट में बिठा के बच्चों को लेके जाते थे, उधर से दिखाते थे.
अच्छा,
वो
did you
देखो,
guys had
वो हमारे
okay.
sponsor.
Okay. I mean, okay. the subject general knowledge कौन सी class में तक था? Like
I think it was
till which
before
class you had?
first to fourth, I think.
Yeah, first
Yeah.
to fourth, fifth.
Yeah.
हाँ
Yeah.
मतलब बाहर भी पढ़ सकते थे तुम ऐसे जनरल नॉलेज
I mean, but like subject हटा दिया था ना?
वो
Like
फोर्थ तक
they
था, I
removed
think.
हाँ, workbooks
given
होते थे
my-
उसके.
Given my
than that.
condition, I feel bad for that teacher.
Yeah.
This
Right?
GK teacher.
Yeah.
Like my general knowledge sucks, man. Till date.
और
No
अपन
matter-
लोग ध्यान भी नहीं देते थे ना, ये भी तो बात
हाँ,
थी.
because it
GK
was such a
देखो
easy thing
जीके,
back then.
वर्क एक्सपीरियंस, पीटी, ये सारे ऐसे वोकेशनल ऐसे सारे जो सब्जेक्ट्स रहते थे ना, दोज वर लाइक वी वांटेड इट टू बी आउट, लाइक आउट समवेयर, मतलब कोई ग्राउंड में ले जाओ या छोड़ दो या
Yeah.
फिर ऐसे ही रहने दो, फ्री टाइम.
Yeah,
That
in
was
fact, some of
the sin.
some of our PT lectures were hardcore by maths or geography.
That was the
sir.
worst
Portion
feeling.
complete
That was the
करने
That I
worst
used to
feeling.
bunk. Like whenever they used to take the subject, no, I used to bunk that subject
What-
class because
what
sports was
bunking
important.
like? It is, yeah. We were never made to feel that except when inter-school matches होते थे. तब
जिसमें
importance
सब
याद आता
बाहर
था.
देते
You
हमें
know, what's
चाहते थे.
the best feeling, like पूरे स्कूल, इसमें स्कूल का सेशन चालू होता था जून जुलाई से,
हाँ.
एंड देन जैसे अक्टूबर नवंबर आता था तब चालू होता था स्पोर्ट्स गैदरिंग वाला टाइम. Oh dude,
nice.
that was something epic.
And annual day.
Sports day.
ये डे, पिकनिक डे, बेस्ट.
Yeah.
Picnic
Oh
day.
God.
पिकनिक डे मस्त, चूड़ा चकली लेके पैक करके अगले दिन अपने दोस्त के साथ बैठ
SSC,
जाओ.
Magica, all these places.
Has it happened with you? Like Sumit can tell me that you have taken your bat or wicket to your picnic spot and you've
अरे
lost
dude,
it.
happened. I took my favorite bat. वो ऐसा MRF वाला एक सस्ता सा लिया था मस्त,
तो
लेकिन वो भी
टीचर ले लेती थी.
टूट गया ब्रो. ऐसा दर्द
Oh,
हुआ था मेरे
shit.
को उस दिल में.
Yeah, I lost my MRF wickets and losing a wicket is not a big deal. An MRF wicket, if you lose, it hurts.
It hurts.
Yes, correct.
What were your picnics like though? Picnics or IVs?
फिर
Because
बाद
I
में
think I
picnic
remember.
स्पोर्ट्स के लिए नहीं होने लगी, कुछ और चीजें एक्सप्लोरेशन.
Picnics were.
He's talking about swimming pool.
या
Mhm.
सुरोहिनी
think
बोल
we
रही
had
मेरे
picnic
हर
सच्ची
क्लास,
थी.
सुरोहिनी बोल रही मेरे हर क्लास में स्विमिंग पूल है.
नहीं मेरे स्कूल में नहीं था. एक में था, एक में नहीं था.
नहीं, वो सुमित वो जकूजी है, वो उनके बाथरूम में.
हर स्टूडेंट को एक अलग बाथरूम दिया है लोगों ने.
अरे नहीं. But picnics were great यार. I mean, usually हमारे को movies ले जाते थे.
Wow.
Every year.
हमको मराठी मूवीज ले जाते थे सिंगल
हमारे
स्क्रीन
को-
सिनेमास में.
हमारे को ट्रांसफॉर्मर्स लेके गए थे. ट्रांसफॉर्मर्स या फिर कार्स या ऐसे कुछ.
Wow.
We were shown चेन कुली की मेन कुली.
माइन वाज मेरा तुम लोगों से ज्यादा बदतर है. जजंतरम ममंतरम
Classic. What
कब
बदतर
लेके गए भाई?
था वो
How
जब
long
release हुआ
back
तब.
was that?
हाँ वो मैं गया है इतना थिएटर
I
में
was in
देखा है
what,
स्कूल के
second or
बच्चों के
third
साथ.
class when Jajantaram.
It's like
Epic movie.
ICSE से SSC तक मतलब मूवीज भी इंडिजिनियस होती जा रही
हाँ
थी.
मैं वही बोल रहा था. उन लोगों को कार्स वार्स दिखा है, मैं जजंतरम ममंतरम. So cool.
हमको भी मराठी मूवीज था. And no, but like movies, but like what about picnics? And like I think for us it was till 7th standard we were taken to 1 day picnics, कोई resort, amusement park, whatever में. And then 8th, 9th, 10th we were taken for proper 3-4 days का camps and IVs.
Oh, my
Naam kya
first
is?
trip. My first trip was in 5th class when I went to Mount Abu.
Ooh.
And I went to Mount Abu from my school. Like that was the first time they were like 5th class से उन्होंने trips चालू कर दी थी. फिर picnics वगैरह cancel हो जाती थी. Just trips. So 5th से we went. Yeah, that was my first trip to Mount Abu from school.
How was it?
It was great. It was
Yeah.
great. I mean, yeah, we were in 5th class. It was great. We were not there. Like we were not with our parents
You were really high on extracurricular activities.
Correct.
Of course.
In 5th standard.
Yeah.
In
in
And
fifth
where else
standard.
did you guys go?
A lot of places. Daman and Diu.
Oh.
इंडिया के अंदर हुआ ना कि बाहर भी गए?
नहीं बाहर
My
होते
question
बाहर exchange programs होते थे.
अच्छा.
Student exchange programs. People used to come from different countries and our students used to go to different countries.
Wow, that
They
is
used
so
to live.
cool.
They students from different countries. They used to live with us for a month or so, and then जिसके घर पे वो रहे हैं वो उनके घर जाके रहते थे.
So cool. मतलब ये सब introduced. This was all introduced to me when I was in college.
No, this was school.
मेरा तो कॉलेज खत्म होने के बाद इंट्रोडक्शन हुआ ये सब.
We were taken to one trip in our entire school life. We were taken to, when I was in 11th grade, we were taken to Agra to see Taj Mahal.
Wow.
So I had
Agra was 8th grade.
it was a funny story. I decided that this girl that I have a crush on, I'll tell her when we go.
माँ कसम bro. ताजमहल ले जाके.
Turn up. How did it turn up? Like, how did it turn out? Sorry.
I don't want to talk about that.
Please, please. We have
Hey,
to
yeah,
know.
come on, man. Saurabh.
अब
How
बात
did it turn
छिड़ी है
out?
तो फिर-
Yes, exactly.
So
We need
basically,
the-
like we went there, and I thought that today I'll do it. But so we had different lines. The boys were in different line, and the girls were
Of
doing it different.
course.
So like, how do I
Of
do
course.
this? How do I do this? So I took out my phone and I texted her, and
You
I
had
said,
phones.
"Yeah, but we took our phones to. We had
So
phones. We
trips.
took our phones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, होता था.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So I took my phone and I texted her. उस time we had to we used to have these SMS packs. 40 रुपए में 1000 SMS. So I messaged her whatever I had to, and the first response was, "What the fuck?"
Oh, shit.
Rest is a long story. So that was an Agra trip, I remember. Like really, really
Wow.
well.
Wow.
And
You
where
should have
else did you
said.
guys go?
You should have said. अगर उसका history कमजोर होता ना, you should have said कि ये मैंने बनाया
क्या
था.
जाने.
Yeah, I wish
अगर
that was
अगर
the
वो
case.
सुने अगर कभी
उसका
वो
कम
सुने
होता तो वो हाँ भी कह देती.
हाँ maybe.
That
अब
was the
कहाँ
only
होते?
chance I had.
But like coming back to the topic, what do you think will be the recent changes that you'll see in these boards? Like, what are the best changes that you've seen, or you think these boards will change to
Best of 5.
Best of five.
Best of 5. Best
Yeah.
चीज जीवन में.
I
And
swear.
हमारे टाइम
What exactly do you mean by best of 5?
बेस्ट ऑफ 5 इज बेसिकली जब तुम एग्जाम देते थे, वी हैड 7 सब्जेक्ट्स, राइट?
हाँ,
तो उसमें
correct.
से जो 5 सब्जेक्ट्स में
Oh, best of
best
5 का score.
हाँ, जो स्कोर
Okay.
हुआ है दैट विल डिसाइड योर परसेंटेज.
Yeah.
ओके, दैट
okay.
वे. तो वो थोड़ा सा
So you can
एसएससी का
score bad
प्रिविलेज
in
था.
2 subjects. You had
हाँ.
that privilege. Yeah.
You had
थोड़ा
that
सा.
privilege. Nice.
थोड़ा सा
nice.
था. तब भी हम लोग ऐसे ही रहे.
तब भी सेम ही स्कोर आ गया. ये कैसे?
तुम भी यही, हम भी यही.
ये सारे में सेम ही स्कोर कैसे आ रहा है?
हाँ यार.
60 to 70
You know what the
चल
worst?
रहा है.
रिजल्ट के बाद घर जाके जो रिपोर्ट कार्ड दिखाना रहता था, that was the worst. That was the scariest moment, क्योंकि उस टाइम उसके अगले दिन तुमको साइन भी लेके जाना है. एंड तब तक मतलब मैं नहीं सीखा था इतनी साइन. मेरे डैड की साइन जानबूझ के पता नहीं वो कॉम्प्लिकेटेड करते हैं क्या, कि वो नहीं कॉपी हो पाई मेरे से. फिर मैंने भाई की साइन लेना चालू कर दिया.
What was your like, Zalak? How was your like? How did you show your report card?
I am, since when I was a kid, I was very excited about report cards because in my
Oh,
mind,
man.
my system was exam दे दिया ना, उसके बाद टेंशन लिखने का कोई पॉइंट ही नहीं.
Oh,
जो रिजल्ट आए आए, जो रिजल्ट
Yeah.
फेल हुआ तो फेल हुआ, whatever. And like it was not a
So
huge
your
deal at
parents
my
were
place.
chill.
Yeah.
No.
Plus
And I was
ये-
very excited because मेरे आजू बाजू सब लोग इतना पैनिक और cautious होते थे.
That's true.
I used to
I
have a
think
lot of fun.
Zalak would be
Yeah.
that person जो बोलेगी कि मैं पढ़ाई नहीं करती और फिर फर्स्ट आ जाएगी.
Correct. She's
Yeah.
that.
First तो
I
नहीं
think
आती.
she is that.
I
नहीं, I
think she's
swear.
that.
तो
First
ऐसा
नहीं
चिल,
आती.
इतना चिल रिपोर्ट कार्ड के लिए एटीट्यूड आई नेवर सॉ एनी इन एनीवन इन स्कूल लाइफ.
I was very excited about report cards. में मजा आता था results देखने को.
You were excited about report cards?
I was very excited.
She was definitely the topper, dude.
I was not. I swear. I'll tell you how much I got. I got 80%. Oh, so, okay. This is the I
दो
think the
लोग pass
most
हो जाते.
epic thing. This is the most epic thing in my school life. In my 10th standard and in my 12th standard, I got the same percentage basically 80.00 in both 10th and 12th standard.
Same.
Same 80.00 both times.
नहीं मेरा
So
भी same.
second time really. So basically when
not
my
co-
12th जब मेरा 12th का रिजल्ट आया I saw it's 80.00 तो मुझे लगा एक सेकंड की कोई स्कैम है कि मेरे 10th का रिपोर्ट कार्ड वापस कॉपी क्यों कर दिया इन लोगों ने. And then I checked my result properly marks and it was 80.00 again.
Wow.
सही है. तो 80 is a
ये
good
होता है,
percentage.
ये
No,
होता है
इसलिए
ऐसे-
she was not scared, guys.
एसएससी
Come
में
on.
ये
Is
सब होता है.
average.
80
यहाँ
is
से
a
वहाँ
good
copy paste
percentage.
होता है.
No, 80 is a good percentage. That is why
Yeah,
she was
good,
not
80 is-
scared.
It is
That is why
average.
she was not scared.
कभी मिला नहीं लेकिन अच्छा है.
Correct.
80 मेरे को फर्स्ट स्टैंडर्ड मिला होगा कभी लाइफ, ऐसा लग रहा है. फर्स्ट स्टैंडर्ड, क्योंकि ऐसा मैं भी एक्चुअली बीच में थोड़ा सीबीएसई पढ़ा हूँ, फर्स्ट टू फोर्थ. तो उस टाइम मेरे
Ooh,
को
mix.
कुछ ज्यादा ही सीबीएसई स्टडीज आ गई थी एकदम अंदर. तब मैं ऐसा 80 में रहता था, फिर छोड़ दिया सब.
छोड़ दिया.
But that is the highest I've ever scored in my schooling life.
Yeah, mine was 75 highest.
ये परसेंटेज नहीं बात करते अपन.
हाँ, let's go back to what is the best thing, like how have you cheated, like what's your best
Nice.
cheating memory?
There's this one time when me and my best friend, we used to sit आगे पीछे, and my best friend was kind
That
of
was the
dumb.
perfect day.
Yeah, all exams, because हमारे roll number से थे. I was 25, she was 26, and my best friend was kind of dumb. So फिर all and
Ouch.
every exam of mine, I used to literally write my answer sheet and pass it on पीछे, and फिर मैं time pass करती रहती थी extra answer sheet पे. And there's this one time, I think in 6th or 7th grade, obviously the PT professor was our क्या बोलते हैं उसको? Invigilator. And like PT professors are all chill usually, and this PT professor of
Yeah,
ours
that's true.
especially looked good. So like all the girls were always whatever around him.
उनकी एक झलक मिल जाए.
Yeah, pretty much. And 3 घंटे हमारे सामने बैठा था, तो was nothing like that. तो फिर and that was the first time I think I was caught cheating. उसने देखा था कि I passed and my paper was behind उसके पास. उसने देखा ये सब and फिर वो मेरे को आके बोलता है कि तुम अभी ये सब चीटिंग कर रहे हो, ठीक है, पर ये सब ना 10th में तुमको पता चलेगा, और चला गया. He didn't do anything else. He didn't do anything. He didn't tell me कि take your paper. He didn't take my number. Nothing. बस फिर उसके
Oh bro, that's
yeah, but
crazy.
nothing else happened.
वो जाता जाता देखो श्राप दे के गए.
Like our PT teacher would just slap the shit out of some guy if he would see that. He would just roll over his sleeves, and when he's rolling over his sleeves, we know that hell is breaking loose.
But this PT professor was the kind of like a softie, and he knew that all girls like him, so he never did that with us.
ये यही पीटी टीचर रहते जो इंग्लिश मैडम से शादी करके जाते.
हाँ, true.
I'm telling you, यही वाले रहते. और एक मेरे यहाँ के जो पीटी टीचर थे, उनकी तोंद पहले पहुंचती थी, वो बाद में पहुंचती, और वो पीटी टीचर थे. आयरॉनिक.
मेरे PT teacher couldn't marry the English teacher because his English was like, go
Heartbreaking.
call girls, go understand the tree. How will you play football when there is no wind in the ball?
Cheating.
बहुत कर रहा है.
What could be the what is the interesting way of cheating जो तुम लोगों ने ऑब्जर्व किया हो किसी से? कोई भी एक हमारे क्लास में,
like mobile
हमारे
phone.
क्लास में एक ना एक कैरेक्टर ऐसा रहता ही है जो थोड़ा सा मतलब you know he is very creative or she is very creative when it comes to cheating. बाकी उसके लाइफ में कुछ नहीं बचा है. बाकी उसने कुछ नहीं लाइफ में अचीव किया, लेकिन वो चीटिंग बहुत प्यारा करता है.
Do a lot of things. Pen में chits. I've seen pen में chits. I've seen people getting phones. I've seen people getting books.
Yeah.
Literally the whole book. Of course, definitely पहले जाके टेबल पे लिख दो, हाथ पे लिख कर आ जाओ. ये सारी चीजें तो होती रहती है.
One of my best friends, like current best friends, what she used to do back in school was she used to pull up her frock and उसमें वो she used to stick pages of answers. Yeah. So no, अगर किसी सर ने
Money heist चल रहा है क्या?
Dude,
she used to do
I have
and write it on her thighs.
I have cheated like ऐसे like washroom में हमने वो छुपा दी थी, एक बुक छुपा दी थी
जकूजी के नीचे.
नहीं यार, हमने बुक छुपा दी थी एंड काफी लोगों को पता था कि वो कहाँ पर है बुक. तो कोई डिफरेंट क्लास से निकल कर एंड क्या डोर्स खुले रहते थे, सो वी यूज्ड टू नो हु इज पासिंग. So like if I know my friend just passed, so I know she's gonna use that book, then she's gonna go back and then I'm gonna go use that book, come back. So that was crazy. That was just I think one exam that we did in, I think that was science का exam था.
मैंने लाइफ में एक ही बार चीटिंग किया था, वो भी मैथ्स के फॉर्मूले के लिए, क्योंकि बहुत सारे फॉर्मूले
लाइफ में एक बार.
हाँ सीरियसली,
हर एग्जाम में एक बार.
नहीं लाइफ में एक बार, क्योंकि मेरे को ऐसा आई एम वेरी स्कैर्ड विद चीटिंग. ठीक है, और ऐसा कोई भी अगर एकदम नल्ला प्रोफेसर भी रहा ना, तो भी मेरे को थोड़ा सा ऐसा लगता ही है कि मेरे को नहीं करना है. कॉन्शियस होने लग जाता हूँ. ऐसा आसपास पूछना इज फाइन, बट ऐसा पेपर नहीं देगा, मैं ऐसा शीट नहीं देगा पीछे. आई एम नॉट दैट पर्सन. तो एक बार बस मैंने डिवाइडर से बेंच पे पूरे फॉर्मूले लिख के रखे, और आके वो देखता है, और पता नहीं उसको शायद मैथ्स नहीं समझ में आया कि क्या, लेकिन वो आके बोलता है ठीक है ये तो इसका फॉर्मूला है भी नहीं, तो क्या फर्क पड़ता है. I know that. मैं बहुत फटी थी उस टाइम, लेकिन trust me, मैं बोला भाई बेस्ट डे एवर. पता नहीं हो गए, बाद में देखेंगे, लेकिन मजा आ गया.
This was the PT teacher?
Yeah, maybe.
So have you got caught? Like, has
I
anybody
didn't.
got
I didn't.
like?
I
I've
got caught.
I
मतलब
got caught.
PT
yeah.
teacher
What was
से.
the story?
I had a French exam.
मेरे को लगा फ्रेंच टीचर बोलना है.
नहीं, I had a French exam and I had no idea मैं क्या बकवास लिख रही है. मेरे को रेसिपी लिखनी थी चॉकलेट केक की फ्रेंच एग्जाम में.
ये सब क्या सिखा रहे हैं भाई? ये सब क्या सिखा रहे हैं?
What a delicious
SSC में तो डब्बा भी घर से आते थे.
तो मेरे को रेसिपी याद ही नहीं हो रही थी. लाइक दो ऑप्शंस थे, दो रेसिपीज के ऑप्शंस थे और मेरे को बिल्कुल याद ही नहीं हो रहे थे. लाइक बिल्कुल नहीं. देयर वाज नो वे दैट आई कुड हैव रिटन इट करेक्टली. सो नेक्स्ट डे एग्जाम था. आई टुक अ चिट. बढ़िया एग्जाम दे रहे हैं एकदम. वो क्वेश्चन आ गया, पता था आने वाला है. आई मतलब रेसिपी का क्वेश्चन आने वाला है. सो अब रेसिपी तो आती नहीं है. द इन्विजिलेटर वाज वेरी स्ट्रिक्ट एंड शी न्यू मी. शी वाज माय this class teacher. पहले previous classes में she was my class teacher. So she knew me. तो she knew कि ये तो नहीं हो पाएगा इससे. तो she was like कि हाँ चलो ठीक है. 30-40 minutes चले गए. Like 2 hours का पेपर था and 1.5 hours हो गए. सब कुछ हो गया. लास्ट के 30 minutes में लाइक अब तो कुछ बचा नहीं है लिखने का. अब तो जो बचा है वो वही क्वेश्चन है. So I took out the chit. I was just writing. खत्म कर दिया. Now the time is to throw that. Like just to keep it back or throw that or like hide it again. At that point of time, what happened was the person sitting next to me, she asked me a question. And I couldn't listen, so I asked her back कि what ऐसे करके मैंने पूछा और उतनी देर में टीचर ने देख लिया. And then she came, she saw the chit, she was like, let's give the paper back. I was like, arey, crazy. Then I had to give the paper again. Without the chit.
Did they inform your parents? Was it like
so apparently my French teacher was also my tuition teacher. So
मांडवली कर लिया.
फायदा
नहीं, फायदा नहीं हुआ ना. She knew my parents. ऐसे क्लास टीचर होता या स्कूल टीचर होता तो घर तक बात नहीं पहुंचती. बट घर तक बात पहुंच गई थी. So I was like, I'm sorry, मेरे को याद नहीं हो रहा था. I got scared.
Did you tell the teacher I work at IVM?
No. Never. No. Oh man. But I mean, that was the one time that I got caught. Other than those, I think I never got caught. I did a lot. Like, I got caught by my parents, but not by teachers.
By parents?
I got caught by my parents. Like, there was this one time when I hated science subject. Hated it. Like biology, physics, chemistry. कुछ नहीं. Like, hated that subject. कुछ भी नहीं आता था मुझे उसमें से. It was a 50 questions का exam. And उसमें से I had asked 46 questions I had asked and written, including MCQ, short answers, long answers. There were only 4 questions that I did it by myself. Baki 46 questions were from my friend used to sit in front of me. So she was like, she was really, she loved science. So I was like, 46 questions के answers she told me.
Wow.
और उसमें मैंने क्या करा, क्वेश्चन सो बेसिकली क्या होता है कि व्हेन यू गो थ्रू दैट क्वेश्चन पेपर यू नो कि आपको किस किस का आंसर आता है, किस किस का नहीं आता है. व्हाट आई डिड कि जिस जिसका नहीं आता था उसको मैंने सर्कल मार्क कर दिया था और जिस जिसका आता था उसको मैंने टिक मार्क कर दिया था. सो गुड 46 क्वेश्चन पेपर जाके मैंने, वैसे तो मेरे पेरेंट्स देखते नहीं थे बट उस दिन आई थिंक मेरे
किस्मत खराब थी.
नहीं, उस दिन मेरे भाई ने और मेरे कजन भाई ने जाके देखा पेपर. तो उसमें से ऐसे लिखा था कि जो सर्कल्ड है ना क्वेश्चन, उसके आंसर्स बता दो. 46 क्वेश्चन के आंसर्स बता दो. और इसमें 4 questions tick marked है जिसमें से मेरे को पता है आंसर जिसका.
Had you not written that, you could have told them ये सर्कल वाले मुझे आते थे.
Yes.
वाले नहीं आते थे.
Yes, correct. But उसको पास किया था ना क्वेश्चन पेपर. उसको दिखाया था ना कि ये वाले आंसर्स सही है. तो ऐसे हाँ तो वो पकड़े गए थे बट डांट नहीं पिटती थी वो बोले पास हो रही है ना मैंने कहा "हाँ, ठीक
Pretty
है
much that.
pretty much that
I had
There's
found a
this.
safer way to cheat. Like we used to write. So, like if majority of the paper is objective, children have a habit of writing their answers right on the question paper so that they can revise back at home. So we used to write answers on the question paper and exchange the question paper. So then पीछे वाले का question paper मेरे पास आया तो उसमें से देख के I write down all the answers and give it back.
Oh.
Just like that.
nice
हम लोग
Full proof.
साइन लैंग्वेज में फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स या ये ट्रू और फॉल्स खेलते थे. ट्रू फर्स्ट के 3 ट्रू है, सेकंड का those
That
were
was
the days.
crazy.
I hated that guy जो मेरे से ना 10 लाइन का आंसर पूछ रहा है कि what is the answer. अरे how will I tell you?
Exactly.
That was me, no. I was asking it. I used to get it also. Like, ऐसा नहीं है. But I used to be very smart about it. I used to give them time. I used to give them time कि I won't disturb them for the first 2 hours.
अच्छा,
But the
last
1
hour
hour
दे दे.
that's left, I used to like tell them beforehand only कि तू 2 घंटे तक मुझसे नहीं मुझे मत बता कुछ भी मत कर अपना पेपर कर. But after that 1 hour, when the last hour is there,
अगर
then
तुमने नहीं बताया.
starts. Then it starts.
लास्ट आई थिंक हर एग्जाम का लास्ट आवर जो रहता है ना, दैट इज लाइक अ वेरी केओटिक टाइम.
Yeah.
Yeah.
केओस तुम्हारे भी अंदर चल रहा है. तुम्हें जो आंसर आ रहा है तुम वो भी लिखना चाहते हो, और जो नहीं आ रहा है वो पूछना चाहते हो.
Correct.
There's this one time in 4th standard, one of my close friends had chickenpox. So obviously, after a couple of days, I also got chickenpox, and because of me, 2 more girls also had. Like because of me, 1 girl had chickenpox. उसके वजह से एक और लड़की को हुआ. And this was right before our final exams for 4th standard. So obviously, since we had chickenpox, हमको छुट्टी मिली थी. But for exams, we had to go to school to give exams. So all the entire class was inside the class, and the 4 of us got like separate benches and used to sit outside the class. And obviously, there was no teacher sitting on top of us, and we all used to copy like anything. We had our bags नीचे, textbooks निकालो, करो copy.
Oh
बस
shit.
आजू बाजू लॉबी में कोई और टीचर आ रही होगी तो छुपा दूं. But like we were in the middle, so we had time if anybody was gonna come. It was
Best
the coolest
chicken
time.
pox ever.
Yeah,
Best
Best
absolutely.
chicken pox story ever.
Correct.
Yeah, I got lucky.
Oh, this was I have a very sad story though. There was this one time where one of our computer teachers came as an invigilator for an exam. So he was very chill and very like not strict at all, and cheating करने देते थे and you know stuff like that. So there was this one time when he came as an invigilator and in my class, and we were giving an exam, and we knew that he you know lets us cheat, and you know we can ask questions, and that was not even an important exam as per se. But what happened was we were like the way class was like ek dusre se pooch rahe hain, and you know all that chaos is there. What happened, one of my vice principals, like the head vice principal, she was on rounds.
Okay.
And you know there's this like small window where through which you can see in classroom. So she was on rounds, and she saw that the teacher is sitting, and she knew that there is an exam going on this floor, because of course all other classes were also giving an exam, so she knew. So we were all like koi kisi se baat kar raha hai, koi kuch kar raha hai, and the teacher is sitting there doing nothing. She came, she just peeked from that window. No, like there was no noise, there was nothing, like we didn't even know that she came, and she went, and after the exam finished, we were all like really happy. Sir aaye the, kare ho gaya, exam ho gaya, khatam ho gaya. Next day we got to know that he got fired.
Oh shit. That
He
is
got
so sad.
Damn.
And like he like a lot of things happened, like a lot of arguments happened, and you know a lot of stuff happened, and he got fired, and he was a computer teacher, but yeah, he never came back to the school.
So like, did little Surohini feel guilty or what?
No.
अच्छा हुआ जो भी होगा मैं तो अपना काम कर रही थी, मुझे क्या पता.
मुझे क्या पता यार. I
मैं तो
was like, he was the invigilator. He had to see if the teacher is coming or not. Like that's
Right.
not us, our responsibility.
Yeah.
He had to see that, but
you had
yeah.
one job.
Yeah.
You had one job to see that if somebody is coming or not.
Right.
Yeah.
अभी चोर तो चोरी करेगा ना.
अरे dude,
Like-
मेरे hometown में there were some like okay there was some famous exam centers, ठीक है, जहाँ पे बच्चे जहाँ एक्चुअली कुछ लोग एक्चुअली सेटिंग लगा के वो एग्जाम सेंटर लेते थे जस्ट बिकॉज वहां पे चीटिंग फुल्ली चलती थी. मतलब ऐसी चलती थी कि
Wow.
वहां लिजिट एक प्रोफेसर सिर्फ रहेगा नाम के लिए और वो सिर्फ बताएगा कि अब आने वाले हैं बड़े इन्विजिलेटर, तो अब छुपा लो ऐसा.
Oh.
लाइक फुल एकदम
Nice.
डिस्क्लेमर देके रहता था वो. एंड
Oh, I remember. Sorry. Yeah.
नहीं
go
नहीं
ahead.
आई एम डन.
I remember that one time when I like it's the board like 12th board mein when you have to go to another school to give your board exam and you don't know which other school is there. Udhar or you don't know even know the invigilators. Udhar my last board mein my PT teacher came as an invigilator.
Wow.
Oh.
What are the
This
chances?
is the same
What are the
PT teacher.
chances? No, he was both a computer teacher the,
Oh, हाँ, sorry.
who got fired. But this was like my school ke my PT teacher came as an invigilator for my last board exam. I was like,
Wow.
What a
Beauty.
But
PT
I
thing
think-
to discuss.
Zalak, what if you had met your PT teacher in a board exam?
Arey bro, nothing like it.
How I
nothing
met,
like it exactly.
how I
Yeah.
met my PT teacher.
My last exam was the best.
Yeah.
I scored the most in it. Now you can guess. Now you can guess.
But there's also a stark difference when it comes to SSC versus CBSE versus ICSE that during our 10th boards, we were given centers. So we used to go in different schools to give our board exams. But you
Yeah.
guys were writing your exams in your same school, right?
No. So CBSE mein we had centers where we had to go and
okay.
write, and we don't know who will be the invigilator. We don't know anything. We just have to go and write our exam and come back.
And
And
for
I-
ICSE, you
when
had
I-
it in your own school, ICSE?
When I was in CBSE, I did my 10th from CBSE.
Acha, okay.
So I think around that time they were discussing of removing the 10th boards or getting them back in, something like that. So we had our exams only in the school itself.
Yeah, that's what happened back in Bombay also. CBSE and ICSE used to have their board exam in their school only, which is why I think copying and all was so easy for them because I've heard these stories from my sister and my friends who studied in CBSE, ICSE. उनके स्कूल के टीचर्स आते थे और वो करने देते थे कॉपी because उनका क्या ही जा रहा है. Their students are going to score more if they copy.
Yeah.
But that was
So-
the flaw when it came to ICSE.
Who all gave 10 boards in this? Like Saurabh gave, Sumit you
Yeah,
gave.
even I gave 10 boards. Everybody
सब
gave
लोगों
10
ने
boards.
दिया होगा.
So, I didn't give 10 boards.
How?
मेरे टाइम पे हटा दिए थे.
Yeah, हटा दिए थे उस time.
Wow.
What?
भाई मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ
10th
तुमको?
boards हट गए थे
मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ तुमको?
मेरे टाइम पे.
तो सिर्फ
What
एक ही
is-
बोर्ड था 12th डायरेक्ट.
Yes, direct. I didn't give any other
Oh
board.
shit, हम लोग के लिए 10th इतना मतलब टेंशन क्रिएट करके
Yeah.
करके रखा था 9th स्टैंडर्ड से. इनफैक्ट इतना टेंशन क्रिएट
Yeah.
करके रखा 10th आने वाला
So I think
बाप रे.
my and like my year was the first year or second year when there were no boards.
What's favorite?
And मेरे after I passed like one more year there were no boards and but उसके बाद they resumed again.
Wow.
सिर्फ सुरोहिनी के लिए हटाए थे.
सिर्फ मेरे लिए हटाया था.
Tell
I was
you know
like,
what's favorite?
Were you
lucky.
sponsor?
Lucky.
Were you Adidas back then?
I was. So I was like,
Wow.
yeah, yes, thank God.
So, but then
Crazy.
were your experiences different when you went from SSC to, no, sorry, from CBSE, ICSE to HSC board, government boards for college? How
Oh, for
difficult was it?
college.
Yeah. Was it a good different? Was it bad different? What was it like?
It was a good different, I would say.
Yeah.
CBSE was very, I would say very like not really grown. Like CBSE mein, the subjects that we were studying, in fact, the book that we had, it was not updated at all. Like we were studying very outdated.
Story of SSC.
SSC.
This is
It was
story
very
of
outdated. Like literally my sister who passed like 6 years before me and like one of my cousins who passed like what 10 years or 12 years before me, she was studying with the same book. that I was studying from. I was
Yeah.
like,
Wow.
12 years, nothing has changed. That's not possible. Even if the
Hmm.
basics have changed, you should have literally changed the examples in it to give
Yeah.
us a better
Mhm.
sense of understanding.
Yeah. True.
So, and the pattern of things like, for example, that you can't choose the subjects that you want to study, and
Hmm.
only you can choose only one subject that you want to study. You can't choose others. It's a lot of ratifying. It's a lot of like acronyms, likho, heading likho, फिर ये likho, like a lot of structure and a lot of formats बहुत थे. You couldn't really do anything other than those formats. Like सबके answer sheets, if you open 12th का answer sheet, सबका same होगा. It'll be very
Yeah.
similar because everything would be like heading, subheading,
Yeah.
then the context of it, then again the heading, subheading, the context of it. So everything will be the same. And college was totally different. College mein you had to explain your answers, like why are you writing this shit? What is it? So yeah, and to explain that you really need to understand what you're talking about and real life examples. You can't give outdated examples on that. You can't really be like, oh, idhar is time pe aisa hua tha. No, what's happening right now, you have to write that.
Basically, you can't write lyrics of the songs in the
Exactly,
exam.
Yeah.
basically that. Still, I did that.
I did that too. Linking Park, dude. In the end, मैं लिख के आया. Yeah, बीच के वो history के answer में she was like अगर ऐसा I am imagining that teacher जो ऐसा पढ़ रही है, ठीक है, Cold War started it from this. It doesn't even matter how hard we try. It was that subtle. Okay.
One of my friends.
Oh shit.
Were you
One
in
of-
SSC or ITUS?
Bro, I don't know. I felt like one.
One
But
of my
yeah.
friends wrote One Direction ke song ke lyrics and as an answer because she was just humming the song in her mind and unconsciously, subconsciously she wrote the lyrics. And when she came out of the exam, this was board exam. When she came out of the exam, then she realized, oh shit, I think I just wrote One Direction ke koi song ke lyrics in my answer and I did not do anything about it. And but I think she scored very low in that exam.
No
Dude,
doubt.
I
Very
remember
nice.
this.
Love the SSC board for this. I love it.
by the board exam, I just remember this silly freaking mistake that I did. Oh shit. So अपने question paper में what happens is there are like last two questions are of the highest marks.
Mhm.
Correct. This was the economics का board exam.
Please don't
I'm
tell me
talking
तू
about.
page पलटाना भूल गई थी.
नहीं. I did उससे भी ज़्यादा stupid thing. Just
Okay.
hear me out. There's this exam economics exam tha. So we it's divided into microeconomics and macroeconomics, correct? So the last question is of 6 marks, I guess. And what happens is in every paper, these guys write a question for you to answer, and then these guys write a question for people, especially who are disabled. उनके लिए अलग से question होता है in the braille language. So and what happened was I didn't remember कि हमारे को there were 2 6-mark के questions and I thought there was only one. So what I did was I didn't write the last question ka answer because I thought that was for people who are blind and not for me.
That was actually for you. That was, you know,
and
just right
there are
person.
2 questions to give them an option ki or ka option de diya, like this or this question, and there are 2 questions for these guys and I don't have to answer this. So I didn't answer one 6-mark question for macroeconomics, one 6-mark question for microeconomics. So I kind of skipped 12 marks of
Very nice.
12 marks for my economics paper. But
Wow.
उसमें से भी मेरे I think 88 100 marks का पेपर होता है, उसमें से 88 marks का मैंने attempt करा जिसमें से 80 आए मेरे. So I was like,
Ooh, that is impressive.
that is impressive. I was like,
Yeah.
that was the only I was
तूने ब्रेल लैंग्वेज में भी ये की थी क्या, सॉल्व की थी पेपर?
Well, yeah, I did that. I was like, and but एकदम खुश होकर I am coming out of the exam room and I'm like, अरे आज तो बहुत एग्जाम किया है. And then my best friend was like, इसका क्या आंसर दिया? I was like,
You know,
ये
just
फिर
to
पसीने आने शुरू होता है.
you know,
ये तो किसी
maths
और
के-
के लिए था ना, like this was not
It
for
doesn't
us.
even matter.
you know, मैथ्स के पेपर में एक बार मैंने जस्ट माइंड करने के लिए लोगों का 6th या 7th का पेपर था. आई डोंट नो, मैं ग्राफ पेपर लेके चला गया सबके.
Oh, you were that guy.
Oh shit!
सब लोग
I
सोच
also,
रहे हैं.
Sumit, were you that guy also who gave wrong answers when people asked you?
very
Yes,
confident.
yes.
It
If you
depends.
hesitated,
It
yes.
depends. See, it depends who is asking. Okay, one of my crush is
Oh.
asking. I will give entire correct answer to
Oh,
her.
no.
But
Sumit, that was
अगर कोई
bad.
ऐसा कोई mean या bitch person is asking, no, you gotta fail.
You used to give wrong answer.
Yeah, fully willy with a
I
smile.
have trust issues, guys.
With a smile,
I have major trust issues.
dude. But
Saurabh,
After this.
what about you, Saurabh? Did you have a hard time transitioning from boards
Like both to from ICSE to CBSE.
and then from CBSE to college, basically?
Yeah, like in terms of practical subjects in science, like biology, physics, and mathematics, I found that things got a little easier when I shifted to CBSE. I was like, यार ये algebra मैंने sixth में पढ़ा है. Why am I studying
Yeah,
it in
true.
ninth again? Yeah, but then I soon went to college. Not soon really. Like there was a big gap between my masters and me passing out from CBSE. So that helped actually, because in CBSE I was used to my teacher dictating me the answers of English literature, and cut to my masters and they are telling me what are your views on this Tarkovsky film. And I'm glad that I had like 5 years of gap,
So
because
you didn't do like
no, I did like
college
I did my what do you call that, BCom.
graduation?
So it's more like accounts and stuff like that.
Oh.
It doesn't really matter much.
It doesn't really
I know
matter.
it's in my head right now.
I know. It really doesn't matter.
It really doesn't matter.
I think that should
No
be the
matter.
title of this episode.
Yeah. CBSE, SSC,
It
ICSE,
doesn't
it doesn't
It
even
doesn't
matter.
really matter.
Yeah,
Yes.
it doesn't really matter. But
Okay.
I mean, I am glad that CBSE has changed their whole system now. Because I like this new proposal of like new subjects coming in. You can choose your subjects. You can choose whatever you wanna do. Like you can choose your subjects, and then you can see if they are matching with your career path or something like there. And they've introduced a lot of things like coding introduced kara inhone. They've introduced psychology as well, if I'm not wrong. A lot of new subjects they've introduced.
Yeah.
So I'm
बचपन
happy.
से ही think fast.
बचपन से ही think. But it was necessary, no? Like I mean, whatever things that we got to know in college, these guys will know in school.
Yeah,
So that's good, right?
I guess. Yeah.
I mean, I feel
Okay.
that's good. Like
Plus,
a lot of things I could have known in school already before going to college.
But dude, to be honest, this customization option, what you got, ये अगर SSC में आ जाता तो मतलब our lives would have been very different by
Yeah,
now.
definitely.
That's what I'm saying. कि you wouldn't have to like see college में जाके, then you wouldn't have to see कि अरे यार मेरे को ये वाला सब्जेक्ट लेना चाहिए या नहीं लेना चाहिए, मुझे क्या करना चाहिए.
Correct.
It would have been easy.
The only thing that people are like, the only thing that students are struggling with is to choose what they want to study, because they don't have the exposure of the career path that they want to choose in school. It would have made really easy for them if they were like, if I would have gotten chance to study film studies, or just like 1% of it.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking pura like syllabus change kar do, but just the introduction of it would have made a lot of choices easier.
Yeah, definitely.
Media should be a subject, I feel.
Media
100%.
Should be a subject.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah. In my degree, I chose mass media as my major because I think that is the only option I was left with. I knew that all the other subjects, it's not me only, it's not Zalak. Mass media was the only option that was left.
Yeah.
I applied 35 colleges when I was looking for mass media admission in Mumbai.
Wow.
Dude,
Wow.
35 college जाके prospect खरीद के फिर भरना
was crazy.
was a
Task.
crazy decision.
Yeah, man.
You know what happened? So after 10th, did any of you guys give those
Yeah, those exams, NSTSE and
No. I'm talking about the exams where they
Olympiad.
No, they tell you what field you should go in. What is it called? PSE something.
PSE.
I don't know.
Keyboards? No.
No, not pre-board. There was this exam.
Yeah, aptitude test. Sorry.
Yes, there was this exam.
So in my aptitude test after 10th grade, I was told to they suggested that I should go for finance because I don't know whatever their reasons were.
Because of course.
because
Because of
And
course.
I attended some seminars about career options and all of that, and engineering really seemed to be something that I wanted to do. I figured out that this is the most interesting thing out of everything that was told.
it's not.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Trust me, मैं और
So-
सौरभ को बोल सकते हैं इसमें.
So basically, then I made my decision that I will do engineering. I'll apply for science colleges, and as a backup, if मुझे science में नहीं ही मिला admission कहीं अच्छे college में, तो फिर I'll choose commerce or something. I don't know. I'll figure that out later. So I started applying at science colleges and commerce colleges, and through 3 lists, I only got into one college, which was a fucking bad college. And it was a junior school where you had like salwar kurta for uniform. And I was so disappointed. Okay, my mistake was that while you have to put that order of colleges when you're applying, my order was wrong. So you had to put it science, commerce, science, commerce, science, commerce, and I put that order in the way that I wanted colleges. Top colleges and then top colleges and then the colleges I don't want. मैंने ऐसे order में डाला था, which was a mistake. So which is why I only got into this one bad college, and I had to secure my admission. So I went and I secured, and then I was in a dilemma कि अब मैं क्या करूँ? I 100% don't want to go in this college. अब मेरा engineering से mood हट रहा है. I don't know what I should do. And like colleges were starting in 1 week and my admission was done over there. And very fati padi thi. I don't know what to do next. So I went to my sister. My sister studied in a college in Mulund basically. She did her arts. So I went there and I told them on the way from going to reaching the college, I decided I wanted to do art. So I went there and I told them, do you have any seats left for arts? So they said ki, no, we don't have any seats left. Everything is full. We have some seats left for management quota, which is basically a fancy term for donation. Yeah.
Okay.
So they were like, if you want to apply in that quota, give me your all these details, submit it, and we'll call
That
you
quota
by.
is always open for every college, I feel. Like
Management quota.
yeah.
Management.
So I went there on I think Thursday or Friday. Monday colleges were supposed to open, and Sunday they told me submit all this. Sunday we'll give you a call if we'll give you admission or not. And they took all figures, amount, and everything that we were ready to pay and everything. And like I was 100% sure I don't want to give donation. I don't want to waste my parents' money. But like I was at no option situation कि मुझे करना ही पड़ा ये. So I was also guilty and all. मैंने वो सब करा. And then I was very restless. Okay, they were not calling me. So Saturday only I called them and told them कि क्या scene है boss. So they told me that we have 12 seats in management quota. This year we decided we'll give 6 seats on merit and 6 seats on donation. आपकी बेटी का merit पे admission हो गया है. आके आप admission ले जाओ और Monday से college आ जाओ. And my mother and I started crying. ये क्या हो गया? मेरी बेटी का engineering एक हफ्ते पहले करना था. अभी 8 admission मिल गया without donation. तो भी
इसको आर्ट्स करना था और कॉलेज ने मैनेजमेंट कोटा भी हटा दिया. वाह.
God knows how.
बहुत सही.
Yeah. So we ran there, we took my admission, and then 2 days later I started my college.
Wow.
Nice.
Story.
Okay. I think out of everything we talked about all the different boards, the only common thing was cheating.
That's needed. Students are everywhere.
Cheating and PT teacher.
And
PT teacher.
Yes, absolutely.
PT teacher is an emotion now.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
But do you, at this point, okay, last question, do you guys think you, if given a choice, would you change your boards?
No.
You had to do it all over again.
Yeah, I
Loved
might.
it.
I would too.
I would. I
Yeah.
would do it.
Saurabh?
I mean, now I know better, so I would do it.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, because changing the board means I would be in a different school with different people, and like all the experience that I've had till now in my life is invalid. Like,
Oh,
So
that's
like-
deep.
yeah,
करेक्ट डूड बोर्ड्स के साथ में तुम लोग को एक्सपीरियंस भी तो कितना आया है वो सब
Yeah.
चीजों का
Yeah,
Like,
But I would rather have
ठीक है,
a
but
different-
knowledge better है ना.
नॉलेज
Experience.
in the larger picture.
yeah.
अभी ये हम बचपन में थोड़ी सोचे थे.
हाँ, like मतलब अगर अभी मौका मिलता तो I would have taken
Yeah,
the
me
chance to
too.
change it. Also because my school was giving both the boards के option.
अरे
So
हम
which-
तो भूल ही गए थे
भूल ही गए थे।
जौहर वाले स्कूल वाले बैठे
Adidas.
सॉरी एडिडास
So
सॉरी
this is the first time I'm hearing some sports companies sponsoring a school uniform.
So
हाँ. तुम
Sponsoring
पार्कर
in the
पेन
sense
से
कि,
एग्जाम तो नहीं देते थे ना?
that's personal choice.
mine was cello grip
That's
Best.
personal choice.
Cello grip
guys.
best. Yeah.
cello grip और
Yeah.
पेन was best हर
Yeah.
स्पीड में रहेगा लेकिन कभी कभी प्रॉब्लम ये रहता था वो इतना पॉइंटी रहता था कि पेपर फाड़ देता था मतलब इफ यू आर लाइक
हाँ.
turning the page and still writing जो chota sa. It
Mhm.
always used to like happens with me.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah. So which board would you use, Surohini, instead?
IB.
Yeah, me too. I would select IB if I were given a choice. But yeah, I think we've covered a lot. We've talked about almost everything there was to talk about. So we'll just come back, take a short break, and come back with our recommendations for this week. Stay tuned.
Namaste, this is Cyrus Brocha. I am part of the government cancel culture program to remove rubbish off all the different streams available. So what we have is all the collected rubbish we put together on our show. It's called Cyrus Says. It's on IVM podcast. You have to watch it and listen to it. It's on our app. It's on our website. It's on the YouTube channel. It's on Facebook. There are many different ways. Don't bother me and ask me how. You have to find out. We talk to different personalities. Many of them are known. Some are just people we meet downstairs and invite them up for chai. But the point is, it's fun and it's very therapeutic. So please join in and listen to Cyrus Says.
And we're back with the recommendations. Saurabh, do you want to go ahead and start your give a recommendation?
Yep. So since I talked of English literature and my struggle with it, I'll recommend this film trilogy called Three Colors. It's by this director whose first name I can't pronounce, but his last name is Kieslowski.
Okay.
And the three films are red, white, and blue. So this will be interesting for all the literature students who watch these colors, and probably these films will change the way they look at these colors in their lives.
So cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
So-
Interesting. Sumit?
I'm gonna recommend a cooking channel on YouTube. Basically, it's saving my time a lot, because every day I have to think कि क्या बनाऊं, and every day mood is very different.
अब
when it
हमने
comes
है
to
ना याद
food.
दिलाने का lunch.
Correct.
ऐसा
Soon.
yeah, but still आज भी वो reminder मेरे phone में बजता है.
मेरे भी. Thanks, Jealous Me.
Thank you, Jealous Me. So I'm gonna recommend a food channel on YouTube called Your Food Lab.
Okay.
It's basically the person who makes it, who makes the dishes, is his name is Chef Sanjot Keer.
Okay.
And pretty nice style of cooking, very easy, very like bachelor type, quick and easy, and very nice. I love the food. Apparently I started making good food. It was just food back like last week tak. Abhi it is good food. It is turning
We'll
into
have
good
to try
food.
it.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
I won't suggest. अगर मैं होता तो मैं नहीं करता.
Party party.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
ठीक है. We'll figure.
Yeah.
Surohini, your suggestion?
Yeah, so I'll be recommending this series called C. It's on Apple TV, and it's
C as in alphabet C या
SEEC, and it stars Jason Momoa, the Aquaman.
Oh, nice.
Yes, and Sylvia Hawkes, and a lot of more celebrity cast. You can see it on Apple TV. I don't wanna. I'll just say that the plot is a very interesting plot. I don't wanna really reveal the plot, because it's something really like something that really talked to me. Sorry, huh?
It builds step by step.
Yeah, it builds step by step.
Sumit was waiting to use that.
And it is created by
Nice.
Stephen Knight. The series is created by Stephen Knight, and yeah, I would say just go and watch. It's I think 10 episode series, and yeah, it's crazy. I'm actually watching it. I've not finished it yet. So but I love it.
What genre?
Sci-fi.
Ooh,
Sci-fi,
interesting.
yes, sci-fi.
Nice. Interesting.
Nice. What are you seeing? C. I'm seeing
C.
C.
I'm seeing C.
So my recommendation is this place called Zostel Panchgani. Panchgani is a hill station near Mahabaleshwar, which is Panchgani is basically 4.5 hours from Bombay. And it's, I think, India's first container hostel. So the shipping containers that they have, which are sent for import and exports, they use the ones that are not being used, and they've basically converted those into hostel dorms with like 6 beds and bathroom and all of those stuff. And it's really cool. And it's at this hilltop, and you have this amazing valley view in front of you, and it's fucking cold all the time. it's very healing for me. So I think I would recommend that to everyone because it's very close also from here. So whenever I'm feeling down or like I know that I want to get out of the city, I don't think twice and just book my hostel there.
And if you don't have budget, you can just like look at Surohini's background. Sometime.
Yeah. Yeah,
It
guys,
is actually
welcome.
pretty cheap because it's a hostel. So it's
Yeah.
like I think what $800 or $1,000 per night. Yeah,
Nice.
It's welcome.
got new
Everything is
sponsors.
fine.
yeah,
Also, it's time for procrastination, I guess.
yeah. Totally.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, man, Zostel shit.
You've
Yes,
been? Any of you guys have been there?
I have
I've
been there.
to
Yeah?
not the
Yeah.
Panchgani one, but I've
No,
been to
yeah, not the Panchgani one, but
Okay.
other places.
other
Yes.
places, hostels. Yes.
We should definitely go there. We should do like a vacation thing, some weekend.
We should.
Yes, we should.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Let's pitch this idea to Amit.
yeah. Team
So that we
IVM.
can-
Any which way, we're not going to office. Like we'll just
Yeah.
save that money.
Yeah. Like sounds like a good
Yeah.
plan. You go out and then you tell them we have been out, so now we'll work from home even more.
Right?
Step by
Strategy.
Step by step.
Yeah, come on, guys.
And that
Oh,
brings us to
shit.
the end of this episode. Thank you so much, Sumit, Surohini, and Saurabh, for joining us and telling us about your school experiences. It's been a fun episode. Did you guys
Thanks a
have
lot.
fun?
Bye.
guys.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Hey everybody, it's been another great week on the IVM Podcast Network. On Cyrus Says, Cyrus and Hitesh Dhingra discuss his many startups, how he built letsbuy.com, Truly Madly, and his latest endeavor, The Man Company. On Shunya One, Shilithya and I talked to Vijay Prateek, founder and CEO at Demitas Energies. We discussed the new tech that he's bringing onto the power grid and the potential revolution that it can bring. On Postcards from Nowhere, Utsav tells us about Bhojpuri migration songs in his new series, The Great Indian Migration. On a show about crypto, Rohan asks Mohit Momoria, CEO at Mailman, if blockchain is the solution to everything. And on All Things Policy, the Takshashila folks debate over the role of emerging tech in the military with regards to China. Do follow us on social media. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And remember, if you're enjoying this show or any of our other shows for that matter, please do tell a friend. We really do appreciate the word of mouth. Also, don't forget to rate us on any of the platforms that you're listening to us on, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever it is. And we are also on YouTube. On YouTube, you can check out our various channels on ivmpodcast.com/YouTube. And finally, we'd like to thank our sponsors this week, Bank of Baroda and CoinSwitch Kuber. Thank you for making this possible.
If you're a cricket fan, check out Edges and Sledges, India's favorite cricket podcast.
The podcast focuses on Indian cricket, the IPL, and has a ton of banter both on and off the field.
We talk about the week's biggest cricket stories with current and ex-international cricketers, coaches, or sometimes just between us.
And it's hosted by me, DJ.
Me, Varun.
And me, Ashwin.
New episodes release every week.
You can catch us on the IVM Podcast's website, app,
Or wherever you get your podcasts from.
Check out the Edges and Sledges Cricket Podcast.